Hello and welcome to COVID Conversations. We know you have many questions, and it's our goal to provide clarity and understanding during this unique and challenging time in our world. Today, you will hear from one of our campus leaders as they provide answers to some of the more frequently asked questions submitted by our campus community. Your questions and feedback are important to us, and I hope you will find this content valuable and informative. We appreciate your concerns, and we're thankful for your continued commitment to the capstone. We are all tied together, and together we will ensure our campus is a safe and welcoming environment for everyone this fall.
I'm Matt Fajack. I'm the Vice President of Finance and Operations, so I'm responsible for finance, accounting, safety, the police, HR, and construction and facilities maintenance. So many of our employees will continue to work remotely even for the whole semester, maybe even the whole year. For those that need to come back to campus anytime during the semester, all these supervisors are working on staggered shifts, when to come back, and they will notify each of the employees on when they should come back, when they are needed. Masks and social distancing are required by university policy. The Department of Human Resources will enforce that policy with employees that may not comply with the policies that could lead to disciplinary action. The Division of Student Life is responsible for compliance for students and could be a non-compliance issue with the Code of Student Conduct. All students will be tested upon reentry, and all students and faculty will be tested upon coming back to campus or prior to coming back to campus. All students reentry testing will be paid for by the state of Alabama. Governor Kay Ivey announced in June that $30 million was being available for K through 12 and higher education to provide that reentry testing for all students, and will pay for the sample testing that'll be done every week for faculty, staff, and students. The university will pay for all of the employees' testing upon reentry. They will ask for an insurance card just so they can have valid information, but the university will pay for all of the reentry testing for faculty and staff. If you test positive for COVID and you are able to work from home, whether for health reasons or because your job is open to working from home, we would hope that you continue to work from home and then you wouldn't charge any sick leave. If it's physically impossible for you to work from home or your job does not afford itself to being able to work from home, you can charge first up to 2 weeks of emergency leave, and after that, subject to some caps, and after that, you can use your designated university leave. Again, we hope that people that can work remotely while they're taking care of others or they have a exposure can and will work from home, and then will not have to take any leave. And otherwise, they are subject to the same rules. They can take emergency leave if they have been exposed to COVID and need to stay home, and then they can take their university leave after that point. Currently, we're following federal guidelines. As we speak, the HR community, the human resources people are meeting across our system to discuss whether our policies should be broader than the federal guidelines. One of them that we are going to do is the federal guidelines say that essential workers, such as police, cannot take the emergency paid leave. We will change that, and all essential workers, including the police, will be treated the same as all of our other employees. They are also, the system and the university human resource team are looking at broadening how long you can take leave and removing the caps that are imposed by the federal government. We will provide all faculty, staff, and students with 2 masks for free. We will have disposable masks available to everyone. We will also be providing hand sanitizers in all the buildings. We will be providing disinfectant wipes in all the rooms, and we'll be providing gloves and face shields in the appropriate places where necessary. For students also, they will all be provided 2 masks for free. We'll have disposable masks in vending machines so that if they forget their mask, they don't have to go all the way home. And then again, just like faculty and staff, hand sanitizers will be in all the buildings and most of the classrooms, and disposable wipes will be in rooms where there's desks that they need to wipe off, or computers that they share that they need to wipe off. And then if they're in an environment that requires face shields or gloves, they will be provided also to students. First, we are going to double the airflow in all of the classroom buildings and dormitories and office buildings, so virtually all of our buildings, which scientists have proven decreases the risk of COVID exposure. We'll be cleaning those ventilation systems more often than before. We'll also increase the humidity a little bit in all the rooms up to 60%, which is the science has proven that decreases the risk of COVID. And we will be cleaning all rooms, all common space, much more often than prior to the COVID crisis. Regardless of how we provide the information and the learning outcomes, the same information, the same professors, the same class sizes will be provided to the student, and we will not be providing tuition refunds. Parking, if you buy a parking permit, it gives you the right to have a space for the entire semester, the entire year, and you will retain that right. If you want to turn in your parking permit, there is a process to do that, to get a refund. But as long as you have that permit, you have the right to a parking space, so there will be no refund. As to dining, we still anticipate being open all semester, and that you will have the right to get dining food at meals either there, being socially distanced, or grab and goes if you do not want to eat at the dining facility. So as of right now, we're not anticipating any refunds. As to housing, housing will be available for the entire semester, and you will have the right to live in that housing, so there will be no refunds for housing. Historically, the university has matched 5% on an employee's 403B contribution. And right now, back in May, we suspended that match to save money because we expected to lose considerable sums during the summer. Right now, based on current enrollments, we expect to reinstate that match on October 1st. Of course, that's subject to change based on any changes in enrollment or appropriations. The university continues to have a freeze on non-essential travel, and that will not go away probably for the whole semester. There is a waiver process online that you can find to ask for waiver for essential travel. So university administration, faculty, and staff have been working hard for the last 4 months to figure out ways that all students can return to campus on August 19th and be safe and have a great learning experience. Our facilities people have come up with cleaning plans, and we've increased ventilation. We've done all the things we know to do to decrease the risk of COVID. We will continue those efforts, and if students continue to follow and comply with the mask rules and the social distancing rules, we can have a safe and educational experience. We look forward to a great fall Enroll time.